Alright guys, we are back Monday, the 14th of July 2025. Today's recap, we're going to be looking at CMCI, SMR, fucking bitch, Bull, MS, and ASTS. And I know what you're thinking, that is a lot of stocks. Yes, the fuck it is. So starting off with the SMCI, I was holding this for 5 days. As you can see, this bitch ran up. And did I take profits here? No, I did not. And then price ended up dropping right back down to break even. At this point, I was like, fuck, I really hope it holds. That's what I don't want to do, guys. We need to get into the habit of stop hoping. There's no need to hope. There's only need to react. So I pretty much ended up closing the position right over here for about a, let's say I had it right here, about a almost a 30% loss there. 30% loss on CMCI. Really, this trade was good. We broke out quick. I did not take profits here. That was my mistake. Once I took profits there, look at this. Price broke out. Okay, you could have had a target right there, and then the target up here, right? Looking at it, guys, come on now. Once I barely opened the position, TP1 got hit, stops to break even. You start trailing your stops. Okay, TP2 got hit, then I start trailing my stops. My stop loss would have been here, and then it broke above, and then my stop loss would have been here, and then when price came down, I should have exited. I should have been out of this trade within the second day of holding. But I didn't, and therefore we paid the consequence. So SMCI, 30% loss. And that was because I didn't take profits. You gotta take profits. Next trade, we're gonna look at SMR. So SMR ended up taking 24% loss on this one. And here's why. So we had a clear wedge here on the 4-hour, daily, same thing. Everything looked good. Weekly, nice wedge forming, bouncing off the 10 EMA. Daily, respecting the EMAs. 4-hour, same deal, broke out, market open. Here's what we did wrong. It's what I'm noticing now, guys, it's really just entries at this point. We've got the breakdown, the breakout setup pretty much figured out, stop loss figured out. Now it's really just getting our entry right and our TPs right. That's really the importance. Once we get that, we're pretty much going to go on to the next level. So looking at SMR right here, boom, 845, strong volume. That's where we should have entered. Look how it just closed right above our trend line. Boom, right there. That's where we should have entered right there. Stop loss, low of day. As you can see, now we're looking left. We're looking left for targets. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Looking left for targets. TP1, TP2, TP3. Okay. Boom. If we would have entered the trade right there, price would have came up, started ranging, you know, ranging. Boom, TP1 got hit, stop loss goes to break even. Cool. TP2 gets hit. All right, now we're trailing. All right, so I'm putting my stop loss pretty much right here at that little structure break, right? Makes a high, makes a higher low, breaks the higher high. Cool. Now I'm trading my stop. As you can see, boom, I have it there. Price made a higher high, so now we're just gonna wait to see what market opens. This would have been a nice runner. I could have been in this, but where did I enter? Right here. As you can see, it was a late entry. There is no need to be entering right there when the actual entry should have been right there. And not only that, entry was pretty decent. The stop loss was misplaced. That's why we got stopped out. Stop loss was misplaced. Stop loss should have been here. No exceptions. This right here just invalidated everything. Like I said in the beginning, it's all about now getting the right entry and getting out at the right time. That's all we need to work on, and then we would scale this business to the next level. So SMR didn't have the right entry. Make sure you're on time and entering on time on that 5-minute volume closure above the trend line right here and stop loss low of day. Next, we're gonna look at Webull. Right, I am currently still in this position. Right, I'm assuming this overnight. Webull, I really like Webull. Right, about 2 weeks ago we had a very nice push up, and then we kind of push down, retrace, and I think we can get that follow-up. It's fairly new, IPO'd, what, 2-3 months ago. Looking at it on the daily, we had a nice push up, holding the EMAs, had this nice bull flag forming. I like it. 4 hour, everything looked good. Had a nice fucking 4 hour closure above. I mean, everything looked great about this. Entry wise, I think, let's see, entry wise, damn, my entry was bad on this shit too. What the fuck? Yeah, because I mean, look at the daily. Yeah, daily from this high to this high. Look at the 4 hour. Boom. Came down. Well, no. I'll put it right here. Yeah, no, guys. What the fuck? Yeah, my entry on Weeble was bad. What the fuck? Fuck you. Like I said, really it's just an entry thing. As you can see, 5 minute closure, boom, boom. Entry should have been right there. Stop loss would have been there. We would have had a slightly better entry. Look at that difference there. That difference is a difference, guys. We would have had a better difference. Boom. So, I like the setup. As you can see, just had a bad entry. And TP, well, TPs have not been hit yet. So we will still be holding this. Let's see how it runs tomorrow. But yeah, bad entry on Weibo too. Damn, I didn't even notice that. That's another reason I started making these videos, because I want to go out, be able to go back and look at them and see what I'm doing wrong, be able to analyze, and just be better next time. So yeah, entries, as you can see, SMR was a bad entry, Weibo was a bad entry, and SMCI, we just didn't fucking take profits. Now looking at MS, I'm actually still in this, and I'm actually up, let's say what, 15%, and overnight trading has gone up, so pretty much market open, I'm pretty sure we'll be up about 30%. As you can see, TP1 has already been hit, so we are now break even, and then once TP2 gets hit up here, I will start trailing my stop loss, and we'll see if this motherfucker decides to run. I mean, we are breaking all-time highs, so there's no give and take of where we'll stop. We'll just be trailing our stop loss, and so this trade is in profit. What could I have done better in this trade, even though it's a winning trade? Well, let's see. I mean, entry wise, I want to get the entry wise. Usually I draw my trend lines from the daily, so we got that on point right there. And then really, I don't know if we should be doing it from like the wick to the wick like that, the wick to the wick instead of the body. But that just doesn't make sense to me like that, it doesn't make sense. Well, here it would have played in our favor, but I would have saw the 4 hour, and I would have been like, let's just put it above that 4 hour there, just to be on the safer side of the actual break. Come down to the 5 minute. As you can see, price pushed up. Nothing really strong though. You don't want to enter off this, guys. This is a pretty weak closure. Price then came down, and then price started coming right back up. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You could have entered right here off this candle. I entered pretty much right there. This candle started breaking the high, so my entry was still pretty good. Really looking at it though, guys, I really do like how on the daily, I'm going to be looking into this on the daily. If we would have just drawn it from the wick to the daily, just keep it at that. Oh my God, that would have been perfect. Because I mean, I would have been able to just say, oh, my market 830, strong volume, stop loss under the low. Like, that would have been awesome. TP1 would have fucking been hit. I mean, if anything, that could have been TP2, TP1 right there, stop loss to break even. TP, yeah, I could have started trailing. Damn. Yeah, even though MS, I'm up in profit and it was a good entry, I think I could have had a way better entry if I start drawing it based off the daily. I mean, daily from wick to wick, not from the body. Because this isn't nothing. This is just a representation of the candle. This is the actual price here, that little wick there, right? Not the body. So yeah, that's definitely something I will be looking into, being more precise with my trendline breakouts. And last but not least, ASTS. Here, we actually took an 18% loss. Nothing crazy, very small loss. And pretty much it was just a lack of volume, as you can see. Let's see what we did here. Trend line, okay. I have it from wick. Well, no, I don't have it from wick to wick. Let's see where I have it right now, and then I'll fix it. Here, I had price pretty much come and close above. So I enter my stop loss, enter my entry, and then stop loss down here. As you can see, price never hit my fucking stop loss, which is what I was kind of upset about. I was like, why did I close out when he didn't even hit it? And then price just came right back up. Who knows? It would have probably been 30%. I could have went break even. Maybe I wouldn't. I was still taking a loss. But even then, but that's besides the point. It's like, bro, you are so, it was so close, but it didn't hit it. So whatever. Just next time, hold it to your stop loss where actual low of the candle. I don't know what the fuck he did. But let's go back. Same as we noticed on MS. Let's go back and actually fix this fucking trend line here and go based off the daily. Boom, would have been right there. And see if that would have given us a better entry to actually, well, no, nothing really. Pretty much still the closure was still above, right? Yep, entry was still above. Yep, still above, nothing there. Okay, yeah, so ASTS was just a failed breakout. Didn't really give us much volume. As you can see, we didn't really do anything crazy from there. So that's pretty much the trade recap for today, guys. As you can see, ASTS just failed breakout. MS, good trade, but we could have still had a way better entry. Bull, good trade, but we could have still had a way better entry. SMR ended up fucking playing out. But what was our problem? We didn't have a good entry. Are you seeing the fucking problem here, Ricky? MS, entry. Bull, entry. SMR, entry. Should have been here. You entered fucking here. Brother. SMCI, you didn't take profits. So get your fucking entries right. Anyways, guys, that was today's trade recap. Also, I keep telling myself I won't overtrade. As you can see, I'm over fucking trading. You need to stop over trading. Let's do better tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll do a live trading video. Or actually, no, not tomorrow. I gotta go to work tomorrow. But maybe Wednesday we'll do a live trading video and then a trade recap later, you know, kind of see how we are doing the trade live action. That'll be pretty dope. But yeah, guys, so far for the month I'm still up $541, but we are down $904 for the week. I was up like what, $1,200 for the month, but as you can see, I had nice wins. But now we've just been going on a losing streak. We've been overtrading a little bit. We're still up, but that's no excuse. You know, I don't want to take that big of a hit. That's not sustainable. I want to be sustainable. So definitely have a lot to work on. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, probably won't trade it, but I'll still do a recap. All right. See you guys.